Yo, what is up, Dominators? Welcome back to my channel. You know what? I'm kind of getting used to this whole Dominators thing. It has a ring to it. And it also has a meaning to it. It's like we are going to dominate this platform together. Ayy. Alright, so some of you might know this. I would consider myself somewhat of a film/series geek. Ever since I was a kid, I've been addicted to films and TV shows. And therefore, I want to work in the film industry in the future. I feel like the entertainment industry has a great impact on your personal development, on your character, and so on. You can tell a lot about a person just by looking at the things they watch and the role models they have. Anyways, I'm drifting apart. Since we are in quarantine, Netflix and other streaming networks have become our saviors. They simply keep us from dying out of boredom. In this video, I will be talking about my top 15 favorite TV shows to watch on Netflix. Now, I'm going to mention some well-known shows, obviously, and also some shows that are not that popular. But every single show on my list is a great watch. However, I'm pretty sure you've seen shows like Breaking Bad or Black Mirror or Altered Carbon and stuff like that, so I'm gonna keep them off my list. Before I start, they are not in a specific order, so number 1 doesn't have to be my favorite show. However, in this case, it is. Anyways, with that said, let's start with the list. This is the most recent TV show on my list. It got released on the 15th of April 2020. And honestly, it has become my favorite TV show extremely fast. No joke, I've binge watched this TV show twice. That's twice in 2 days. And to be honest, I still can't get enough of it. I just want more. Right from its opening scene, there is always something pushing this new Netflix team drama forward. The plot is constantly evolving and it keeps you on your feet the whole episode. It has everything. Friendship, love triangles, drama, action, mystery, everything. And by the way, the cast is simply amazing. So, our main characters live on an island and it's divided into 2 groups, which are the rich people, aka kooks, and the working class, aka the pokes. And you guessed it, the pokes are our main characters. John B is one of our main protagonists. His dad goes missing in the sea 9 months ago looking for a shipwreck that has $400 million worth of gold in it. Anyways, some stuff goes down and he has a reason to believe that his dad may be in fact alive. And so John B and his friends start looking for the gold. Anyways, I don't want to give away too much because you have to experience this yourself. Guys, I swear to God, this might be one of the most binge-watchable TV shows ever. It always keeps you on the hook. You have to definitely give this a try. This has to be one of my favorite TV shows. When a friend of mine first recommended this to me, I was like, are you kidding, dude? I am simply too old for cartoons. And oh boy, was I wrong. I started watching it and I realized that this show is so much deeper than a kid's cartoon. It's basically about the adventures of Rick and Morty. Who would have thought? Rick is a genius who has invented a lot of things like a portal gun. And Morty is, let's say, not so smart grandchild. The things they do in their show are crazy. In one episode, they find out that they are living in fact in a simulation and that their world is not real. In one of them, Morty wants his crush to like him back. So he asks his grandpa to come up with a potion. But the potion has some side effects and every single person living on the planet turns into monsters. So they have to go to a parallel universe in which they die and basically swap lives with them. It's just a constant mindfuck every single episode. 100% recommended. And the lesson to be learned here is don't judge a book by its cover. I am sure everyone has heard of this one, but I just had to include it in my list. It's a really popular Spanish TV show and well done. Esto es muy bien, me gusta. So basically there is this professor and he assembles a team of 8 people and they basically want to rob the Royal Mint of Spain, which is a bank, and get away with $2.4 billion. The plan is to stay in the bank for 11 days and print out as much money as they can. Anyways, they succeed and go their separate ways. However, some stuff goes down and one of them gets captured by the government. So they come up with a plan which involves them robbing the Bank of Spain, and you just have to find out the rest by yourself. Amazing show and props to Spain, man. They really know how to make a great TV show. Now, yes, I know what you're thinking. Riverdale? Is this guy serious? Are you kidding me? That's like one of the most cringiest TV shows ever. And I couldn't agree with you more. Yes, it's cringe. Yes, most of the time it's stupid. But the first 2 seasons are actually pretty amazing. Riverdale is an American TV show based on the Archie comics. Okay, so the first season is about a small, quiet town called Riverdale, in which a student gets killed. Archie and his friends explore the struggles of everyday life while investigating the death of Jason Blossom, the dead student. In order to solve this mystery, they have to dig deep beneath the surface of their hometown, and they find out that their home might not be as innocent as they have thought. This was like a summary of the first season. Again, not gonna give away too much. It's a fun time, definitely try it. Now, this is once again a pretty well-known TV show, but it's great to watch it in only one go. As a matter of fact, I just watched the whole 3 seasons again just a couple days ago. What is it about though? Well, Hawkins, which is the town the story takes place at, is actually a town in which nothing really happens. But that changes real quick when the government starts experimenting on a little girl called 11. They basically try to turn her into a weapon. Anyway, she accidentally opens a new portal to another world called the Upside Down. It's basically our Earth, but the air is toxic there and monsters live there. Anyways, one of the monsters captured one of the main characters, who are kids, by the way. And the first season is basically about these kids becoming friends with 11 and trying to save their missing friend. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a comedy TV show starring Terry Crews and one of the lead singers of The Lonely Island, Andy Samberg. I don't really know how to describe this TV show. The series revolves around an immature, funny, however extremely talented NYPD detective. And his name is Jake Peralta. In every episode, Jake and his friends / the other detectives solve crimes together. But the way they do it, it always makes me laugh. They are on their, I believe, 8th season. However, Netflix only has the first 5. And not gonna lie, I watched every single episode twice. I mean, it has Andy Samberg in it. If he doesn't make you laugh, I don't know who will. So this is actually a Norwegian TV show, and I don't think it's as well known as the other TV shows I mentioned on my list. It's inspired by Norse mythology, and God knows I like my Norse gods. Thor, Hela, Loki, the other gods. This show takes place in a fictional Norwegian town which is plagued by industrial pollution. Our main hero, Magna, I believe was his name, well, he starts getting the powers of Thor. One thing leads to another, and he finds out that behind all this pollution is the Util family. And the Util family is basically a bunch of frost giants. And once he discovers this, a battle between Thor and the frost giants begins. This series was simply amazing. If you like mystery and sci-fi, you definitely have to watch this. After their dad is murdered under mysterious circumstances, the 3 Locke siblings and their mother move into their ancestral home, the Key House, in which they find some magical keys that may be connected to their father's death. For example, with one key you can control someone. With another, your soul leaves your body and you enter the soul realm. Another key helps you portal to places. With one key you can start fires and blah blah blah. It's really cool and well thought. Hats off to whoever came up with it. Dracula is the most famous vampire in all of fiction, and this makes surprising people really difficult. This is a new take on a modern day Dracula from the creators of Sherlock Holmes. Unfortunately, it has only 3 episodes, but each episode is 90 minutes long. It starts off quite slow, but once you start watching, you won't be able to stop. I know for a fact that you will be shocked once you watch it and learn more about Dracula. Stuff like why he selects his victims and doesn't suck the blood out of everybody. It's cause once a vampire sucks the blood of a human, he or she receives their characteristics. If the victim is a genius, then the vampire becomes a genius. If the victim knows martial arts, then so does the vampire, and so on. It's just full of twists, and therefore it's definitely a must-watch. Alright, The Witcher. I mean, it has Henry Cavill as the lead actor, that's always a win. So, this TV show is actually based on a video game. Basically, there is this Witcher, aka Henry Cavill. He is like a male witch. He can do some magic, but not a lot, and he basically hunts down monsters. And yeah, that's the plot. Not gonna lie, I had a lot of expectations for a show. Like, I was so hyped when the first trailer came out. However, it didn't really live up to my expectations. I mean, it's still a good watch watch though, you get some good CGI, some amazing scenery, and Henry Cavill. When I first watched the trailer, I saw that Michael B. Jordan was in it, and so I immediately started watching it. Dion is the son of Michael B. Jordan and his wife Nicole. However, Nicole has to raise Dion on her own after Michael B. Jordan dies by doing some mysterious scientific research. What makes the show so interesting is that Dion starts developing some superhero abilities like controlling stuff with your mind. This is not their only problem though, and that's because there is a monster that wants to suck the power of Dion and people who are like him. Bates Motel is an American drama show, and it's like a prequel to Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho film. The series starts when Norma and Norman buy a motel. Now, Norma is the mother and Norman is the son. One night, the former owner breaks in and sexually assaults Norma. They all get into a fight which ends with Norma stabbing the guy to death. And then they basically try to cover up the murder themselves because they don't want to involve the police since it will destroy their business. Anyways, one of the most important things about the show is that Norman has some sort of a sickness. And then he basically goes on an unintentional killing spree. And being the good mother Norma is, she tries to cover up all the murders so that she can protect her son's innocence. This is a series based on the popular book series The Mortal Instruments. Clary Frey, the main hero of our story, finds out on her 18th birthday that she is a shadow hunter, which are like humans but with angelic blood. Anyways, the mission of the shadow hunters is to stop evil, like vampires, werewolves, and whatnot. However, here is the twist. These evil beings cannot be seen with our normal human eyes. Only the shadow hunters can see them. One night, Clary's mom gets abducted by this group of rogue shadow hunters called the Circle, and Clary joins the shadow hunters in order to save her mom, and so on. And it's actually really thrilling. The most important thing while watching a TV show is to have fun, and you definitely get that while watching this. Oh my god, this has to be one of my favorites. I'm normally not a big fan of horror movies. I mean, I watch them, but I don't like getting scared. However, this show is amazing, full of twists. And I mean twists where you go like, holy shit, no fucking way did they connect all of this to that. It's so unpredictable, and that is something only a few TV shows can do. The worst thing a writer can do is to come up with a predictable show. I mean, if you find out how the story ends before the finale, why even bother watching it, right? So, a family moves into Hill House in order to renovate it and then sell it. It's their job. Anyways, because of some unexpected repairs, they have to stay longer and they experience some paranormal activities. The house is pretty much haunted. And it's so cool because the show is full of Easter eggs. Like you can see ghosts in the background and stuff like that. And small details like these make a show great. I'm not gonna reveal anything because the show is truly spectacular. Another not well-known TV show, but definitely worth the watch. So, in a post-apocalyptic future, there are these operatives called the Travelers. Their mission is to interfere with time in order to change the future. However, they physically can't go back in time, only their minds can do it. So they choose some people from the past who are about to die and basically become them. And in order to prevent this future, they change certain things. Like, I don't know, saving a person who would have died or stopping some criminals and stuff like that. Anyways, watch it and find it out yourself. Yeah, and that pretty much sums up my top 15 favorite Netflix shows. Don't forget, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I know for a fact that there are hundreds of TV shows that did not make it into my list. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite TV shows are. Anyways, with that said, that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya!